Hi, good morning and welcome to this Veterans Yoga Project Active Flow and Breath Work. My name is Brian G. and I'm delighted to be here with you today. Couple of things before we start, just a reminder of our first guiding principle, which is support precedes action. And so take a moment and look around and ensure that you have all of the necessary supports that you need for your practice. So blocks, straps, bolsters, eye shades, blankets, pillows, a chair, anything that you need in order to support yourself in your practice. Make sure that that's available to you. Take a moment now to have that be in your purview, in your environment, and then utilize those supports as we go through the practice. Second reminder that it is your practice. So I will be offering and suggesting and inviting some things from this side, but you are in the privacy of your own space and encouraged to listen to the wisdom of your own body and do what is right for you. So that may mean that you vary a posture. That may mean you come out of a posture. That may mean you take an alternate posture. The only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. Everything else is optional. So please honor the wisdom of your own body and do your practice. And then finally, remember that, especially with the breath practices, your breath pace, your movement pace is going to be different than mine. So listen to your rhythm of your body, be in the rhythm of your breath, move at the pace of your practice. And so while my count may be different than what you're moving at, that's absolutely as it should be. You're moving according to your own internal rhythm, the rhythm of your breath, your breath. Okay. All right. Today's practice is going to be, so we're going to do a couple of breath practices. We're going to clear out the nostrils with a single nostril breath and then alternate nostril breath. And then we'll move into an activating breath, and then we'll move to the mat and do a little body opening movement, and then we'll come into our twist, and then we'll go into our guided rest. If time works out, we may have a balancing breath at the end of the practice before we go into guided rest. We'll see how that works out. It really is a time thing. So we'll start by landing as we always do. So I'll take a moment to find yourself and bring yourself into yourself. Find a posture of support, whatever that means for you. Come into this place, this space. Be into your own body. So feel the parts of your body that are in contact with something, the floor, the chair, the seat, the cushion, the wall, whatever's touching. Bring your awareness to that connection point, that sensation of connection. Open your awareness to that connection as being support. Feel into what it is like to be supported in this moment. Then, having established support, I invite you to lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the crown. Experiment with tucking the chin so that you feel the back of the neck release, and then feel the full length of the spine from the root to the crown. And then notice what, if anything, shifts for you as you root into your supports and elongate and align your spine. And maybe even that little simple practice can generate a shift in awareness. Maybe the energy body engages and comes online. Maybe the chest expands and the heart opens. Maybe not. Maybe you're just sitting with a long spine. That's all good. And we'll come into the present moment by coming into the body. And we come into the body by coming into the breath. Bring your awareness to your breath and begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils, following the inhalation all the way in and the exhalation all the way out. Feeling yourself present here. Aligning your awareness with your breath and beginning to let the breath become the driver, the motivator, the leader. Following the breath. The breath is the leader here. The cadence is the breath. You simply bring your awareness to the breath and then be right there with each breath. Follow the inhale in and the exhale out. And on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. Whatever that means to you, maybe left hand over the heart, right hand over the left, hands in prayer, whatever it is for you. Feel the connection of the hands to the heart, the heat that's generated there. And then allow to arise in your heart space a sense of gratitude, any one thing for which you are grateful. Whatever it is, see it clearly in your mind's eye. Maybe it's just the possibility of gratitude. Whatever it is, anchor it right there at your heart space. Put the gratitude in the heart. Hold it there with your awareness. And then having established support, come into the present moment and allow gratitude to arise. I'll invite you, if you choose, to set an intention for your practice this morning. Perhaps a simple intention just to be right there with each breath, or to keep your gratitude anchored in your heart space. But whatever your intention is, I invite you to state it to yourself in a clear and declarative voice. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention. And then anchor your intention right there next to your gratitude in your heart space. And then having established support, come into the present moment, allow gratitude to rise and set our intention. I'll invite us to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you like, bow your chin to your grateful, intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention. Namaste. And release the hands, lift the chin. We're going to begin with a clearing a nostril breath. So we're going to breathe in and out through the left nostril. Now you have a choice here. Veterans Yoga Project, we teach mental awareness. You simply bring your awareness to your left nostril and you begin to breathe in and out through the left nostril. Just with the awareness on the left nostril. Now in that practice, the physical nature of the practice is not such that your right nostril will not be inhaling and exhaling. But your awareness is on the left nostril. Now, if your physical practice of yoga and pranayama involves the use of a hand mudra to block the nostril, then feel free to do that. It is your practice. You may see me do that. We're just going to be here for a short bit, breathing in and out, long, deep inhale, full exhale, in and out through the left. Just sitting and breathing. Inhaling and knowing that you're inhaling. Exhaling and knowing that you're exhaling. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Now, in all pranayama, in all breath work, the body is very still. The awareness is on the breath in the nostril. The focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are just narrow. We're just breathing in and out. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Couple more here. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Release your mudra if you're using your hand. Gently retain this breath. Lift gently at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin, just be very still, gently still. And when you're ready to, when you feel the need to, go ahead and exhale, release the lift. Bring your awareness to your right nostril, and then begin to breathe in and out through the right nostril. Again, full inhale, complete exhale. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Just focusing on the right nostril. Breathing in and knowing that you're breathing in. Breathing out and knowing that you're breathing out. A few more here. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Release the mudra if you're using it gently. Retain this breath while lifting at the base, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Relaxing the shoulders, feeling the chin tuck, bringing everything to stillness. Gentle retention here. And when you are ready to, when you feel the need to, go ahead and release the breath, release the lifting. Be very still. We're going to breathe in and out through both nostrils. So full inhales, complete exhales, both nostrils. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Body's very still. Awareness on the breath in the nostrils. Focus at the brow point or the tip of the nose. Just breathing. And being in your breath. Your rhythm. Your pace. Your breath. Your practice. No stress, no strain, no exertion, just breathing. Few more here. On your next inhale, take a full inhale. Again, gently retain this breath. Lift gently at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, at the heart. Relaxing the shoulders, tucking the chin. Be very still, very gentle, very patient. Just be. Notice. Again, when you are ready to, when you feel the need to, go ahead and exhale, release the lifting. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Let everything still. Notice what shifted. So just those couple little breath practices. Notice what, if anything, might have shifted for you in your presence, in your awareness, in your readiness, in your sense of energy, in your sense of connection. Notice your own experience here. Goal of these tools is to be able to take them off the mat. So little simple 1-minute breath exercises that we can do anywhere that will help us to be regulated, help us change our mind states. We're now going to balance these breaths. So we're going to breathe in and out, in the left, out the right. Now, again, you may wish to just do this with mental awareness. You may wish to use your mudra. You may find your own pace, your own rhythm, your own breath. So, all right, bring your awareness to your left nostril. Breathe in through the left. And then when you are ready, when you're full, switch your awareness to the right. Breathe out through the right. And then when you are empty, switch your awareness, breathe in through the left. So in through the left, out through the right, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Stay with the pattern. In, left, out, right. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Gently retain this breath. Gently lift at the base, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Be very still as you relax the shoulders and tuck the chin. When you are ready and feel the need to, go ahead and exhale. And we're going to switch, inhaling right and exhaling left. Inhale through the right, full inhalation. Switch your awareness, exhale through the left. Complete exhale. Switch your awareness, inhale right. When full, switch your awareness, exhale left. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Continue the pattern. Inhaling right, exhaling left. Couple more here. On your next inhale, take a full inhale. Gently retain this breath. Lifting at the base, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Relaxing the shoulders, tucking the chin, being very still. When you need to, when you're ready to, exhale, completely release the gentle holding. Just be very still. Let everything settle. Release any shaping of the breath. Check in with your intention and your gratitude. Feel what's happened for you in your own experience. Just allow yourself to be. Notice for yourself the effect of this little practice. A few minutes of breathing with intention can set us up for our day, shift the way that we're being in our day, prepare us for the end of our day. Take a full inhalation. A complete exhale. Full inhale. Complete exhale. One more time. Biggest breath yet. Full, complete inhale. Maybe even open the mouth and sigh it out. Complete exhale. Let it go. Let it all go. And then as you let go, come around to your mat. We'll begin our movement practice this morning. We're going to start on our backs. Come down onto your back. Release your spine onto the mat. Legs go long, heels and toes together. Toes point toward the ceiling. Hands over the head. Backs of the hands against the floor. Maybe interlock the thumb, maybe not. Maybe that's not it. Whatever. Just arms up. Let's see if you can have the backs of your palms against the floor. Maybe you can interlock the thumb. Doesn't matter which way. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Imagine you can pull down on your side ribs so you feel that lower spine against the mat. Starting here, as you inhale, just lengthen through the fingertips and then press through the heels. So flex the toes back toward your face as you press through the heels. So you may feel this length along the back side of your body here. Now breathe in this stretch. Just keep lifting through the fingers and the heels while you're breathing in and breathing out. Full inhales and complete exhales. Just waking up the body, allowing the body to open up. Experimenting with the breath, back of the body as you feel the breath. Full inhale. And as you exhale, release the toes back to neutral. Switch the interlock of the thumb if you are interlocking the thumbs. And then as you inhale, lengthen through the fingers and press the toes away from the face. You may experience this little more stretching along the front of the body, maybe not. Just feel what you're feeling as you lengthen through the fingers and press the toes away. Get long. Yeah, waking up. Just good morning. Wake up call here. Full inhale. And complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the toes back to neutral. Bring the hands down by your hips, palms down. And we're going to go ahead and lift. Now, actually, let's do it this way. Let's bring the heels toward the hips and the knees toward the ceiling. Then take your arms out a little wider, maybe 30 degrees. Turn the palms up. Find your length here. Bring your heels and toes together. Then turn the palms back down and press into the forearms. Keep your lower spine on the mat. So imagine your side ribs are being pulled. Your crown is staying long. Lower back is flat on the mat. Inhale here. Exhale. Keeping the feet and knees together. Just let your hips gently open to the left as you look over your right shoulder. Now your right shoulder stays down and relaxed. Very early here, just a simple twist. Then inhale back to center. Exhale, knees together, move to the right. Look over the left shoulder relaxed and down. And then continue that movement with your breath. Just a few times. Exhaling, knees over, knees together. Inhaling back to center. Exhale. So we're just kind of waking the lower back a little bit here. The hip girdle loosening up a little bit before we begin our dynamic movements here. Couple more. Gentle twist, open. Inhale, center. And as you finish, come back to center. Now bring the hands down by the sides, down by the hips, palms down, press into the palms. Again, feel the lower spine against the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. And then extend the legs toward the ceiling.
Now try to straighten the legs. Maybe a little support is needed there, maybe not. Flex the toes toward the face, press through the heels. And then reach up behind your hamstrings, behind your knees, behind your calves, and just gently, gently encourage your knees to come toward your face. So you may find that you have with a little support, you have a little room there. And then establishing yourself with your legs in the sky, hands down by the hips, palms down. Now for more support, you bring the thumbs underneath the SI joint. For even more support, you bring the back of your palms underneath the sits bones with the thumbs. For a little more support, you bring the back of the palms underneath the SI joint at the top of the buttocks. Find what's right for you here. We're going to begin with single leg scissoring. So the right leg will press as if it's stamping the ceiling, and on the exhale, the left leg will lower till it's just hovering above the back. On the inhale, the left leg will come up and then press to the ceiling to hold. On the exhale, the right leg will lower. And this is our movement. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Try to keep that leg that's lowering and raising straight. And then breathe with the practice. Your leg moves with the breath. So as you begin to exhale, the leg starts to move down. And the breath leads us in. Just continuing. Now notice the tendency of that upper leg to want to drift a little. So see if you can keep it pressed as if it's against the ceiling. Just stay with this. A few more here. Just waking up this morning. Two more here, one on each side. And then bring the knees into the chest. Reach up and squeeze just below the knees. Rock a little side to side. Let everything release. Ooh, full inhale. Complete exhale. On the inhale, legs are high. Now you have option here. Again, find your support with your hands. You can repeat the scissor kick one leg at a time, or you can both legs on the exhale, inhale, legs come back up, or scissoring, whichever is right for you, or a combination of. So maybe you do a couple of doubles and then you do singles, whatever's right for you, your practice. Finding the alignment of breath with movement and being in your practice here, pressing into the palms and the forearms, keeping the lower back on the mat, staying long through the crown, engaged through the core, hip flexor, waking up this morning, dynamic movement, beautiful practice. Couple more here. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the knees into the chest, reach up and squeeze just below the knees, rock a little side to side. Feel that movement. All right, now bring the heels back down in line with the hips and close to the hips. So maybe your fingertips brush the heel, maybe not. Hands down by the sides, palms down, forearms down, crown long, pull down on the lower rib, and then begin to tilt the pelvic bowl on the inhale. Press into the feet. Feel the buttocks begin to roll up. And then continue to roll up into the lower back, into the middle back, into the upper back, and then maybe even to the shoulders. No weight in the head or neck. This is our bridge. So we're going to do dynamic movement here. So this is engaging through the lower back, the hamstrings. The core is supporting this. So the core is engaged. The knees will have a tendency to want to fall open. So rotate the thighs inward. Knees stay parallel. Think about moving the knees away from the face. Lift through the belly button, full inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly just roll back down till the buttocks are just hovering. And then inhale, roll back up. Lifting through the belly button. There we go. Belly button to the ceiling. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Rolling up and down, lower, middle, and upper back. Hips lifting, pressing into the feet, keeping the knees in parallel. Feeling into your practice here. Moving with the breath. Simple movement, aligned movement with breath. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Couple more here. On your next inhale, inhale up, shine a little brighter. Hold the posture, but not the breath. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower down, and then bring the knees into the chest. Reach up and squeeze. Rock a little side to side. Release any tension. Lower back. Hip girdle. Just be present here. All right. Then bring the legs long and come sitting into staff pose. We're going to start here. So I like to place my hands alongside my hips, press into the palms, and lift and lengthen. And then staying lifted and lengthened through the crown, now I pick up my hands. The arms go high. And in the exhale, we gently just hinge forward. So you may just feel like this little movement. Maybe that's what's available. That's it. Just this little bringing the belly button toward the thighs, the chest and stomach toward the knees, the nose toward the toes. Just a slight. Now, the tendency here is to take your hands and grab something and do some bicep curls. Let's resist that. Release your arms. Just let your arms hang. Maybe your elbows come to the mat, maybe not. And just allow yourself to hinge forward. This is an early in the practice. Lower back opening here. Just relaxing into this. We're just going to be here for a moment. Just feeling into this. And maybe as you breathe, you find a little more space, but always keep the spine straight. So tendency also is to start hunching the back and releasing the head. Chin stays parallel with the sternum. Crown stays long. We're hinging at the hip. The hip is where the movement is. And the opening here, breathing in, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here, come back to neutral. Bring your hands slightly behind the hips, on the outside of the hips, fingers toward the feet. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. So wherever that is for you, that you can feel the inside and outside of the ball of the foot, the inside and outside of the heel. And then from here, we're going to press into the fingertips and the heel of the palm, press into the feet, begin to lift the buttocks, and maybe even bring yourself parallel. This is our reverse table or desk posture. So we're pressing into the feet and the hands, lifting through the belly button. Crown stays long, so resist the urge to let the head flop back. The chin and the sternum stay in alignment. And we're just breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Now, you can repeat this movement or you can just add the dynamic movement. So on the exhale, we begin to bring the buttocks back down between the forearms. And then on the inhale, we rise back up. Couple more here. Next inhale, hold the posture, but breathe, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower down. Release. Let the legs go long. Let the arms come up and then exhale, hinge forward again. Allow yourself to fold forward over the legs. Keep the spine straight, let the arms fall. Maybe the elbows reach the floor, maybe not. Maybe you have a little more room now, maybe not. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, let your forehead go. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, reach long past your feet. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. Exhale, roll down onto your back. Bring your knees into the chest. Reach up and squeeze just below the knees. Rock a little side by side. And then bring your feet to the mat. Take your right leg to the sky. Reach up and grab right behind the right hamstring knee or calf and gently bring the right knee toward the face. And then rotate at the hip so that the right knee moves away from your face, bringing your right foot outside of your left knee. So that bony bone, the ankle bone, hooks on the outside of the left knee. Continue to rotate at the hip, mindful of your right knee. And open the right knee away from the body very gently here. Just feel into this posture. Beginning of our figure 4 here, opening through that hip. Maybe gently using the right hand as a guide. Feeling the right knee, just continuing to rotate at the hip, the right knee. And then reach, if you like, right hand reaches between the legs, left hand goes around the outside of the leg. Maybe you grab behind your left hamstring, or even in front of your left shin, perhaps. Whoever's right for you, maybe not. Maybe you pick up your left foot. Maybe you bring your left shin parallel with the mat. The right elbow, if you're reaching between your legs, the right elbow and forearm will be guiding the right thigh open. And then maybe even extend your left leg to the sky. This is your full figure 4 here. Now the spine is down on the mat, the shoulders are relaxed. The work is being done in the hips, not up in the neck. So if you're scrunched up in your neck like this, relax down and work in the hip. Supported hip opener here. This is figure 4 or supine pigeon, reclined pigeon. Breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. And exhale. If your left leg is high, bring it back parallel to the mat. If your left leg is parallel to the mat, bring the left foot back to the mat. If your hands are in between your legs, release your hands, bring them out 90 degrees, palms down. Relax through the shoulder, lengthen through the crown, pull down on your side ribs so you feel your lower spine against the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, gently let the left knee fall open. See if you can bring the right foot over toward the floor, looking over your right shoulder with your head. Now the right shoulder stays down and relaxed. So if your right shoulder starts to lift, that you've gone, that's your edge, just work there. Otherwise, maybe that right foot comes to the floor, rolling to the outside of the left foot, breathing here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. On your next inhale, bring your roll to the sole of your left foot. Bring that back up. Take the right leg high. Reach up and grab behind the right leg wherever is available. Slightly, maybe bring the maybe bring the knee toward the face, creating some space in the hip girdle. And then exhale, take the right leg long. Put the left leg long to join it. Notice the difference one side to the other. And then bring both heels toward the hips. Take the left leg high. Reach up and grab where is available on your left leg. Maybe bring a little space in. And then begin to rotate the left hip, taking the left knee away from your face. Bringing the left foot to the outside of the right knee. Again, that ankle bone hooks on the outside of the right knee. We continue to rotate the left hip so the left knee moves away from the face gently. Maybe guiding with the left hand, maybe not. Just find this position first. This is the position. Everything else is a variation of this. So this is where the work is. You're grounded in the right foot and in your lower spine. You're rotating in the left hip. The left knee is moving away from the face. And you're just opening through that left hip. Now maybe you reach between your legs, grab behind the right hamstring, front of the right shin, whatever's available to you. Maybe you pick up your right foot. Maybe you bring your right shin parallel with the mat. Maybe even take the right leg high. Feeling into the left hip opening. Breathing as you rotate the left hip and move the left knee away. Supporting yourself in this. Breathe deep. A full inhale. A complete exhale. If your right leg is high, maybe bring it shin back parallel to the mat. If your right shin is parallel to the mat, bring the right foot back to the mat. If your hands are between your legs, take your hands out, 90 degrees, palms down, relax the shoulders, lengthen through the crown, pull down on the lower ribs so that the lower spine is against the mat. Inhale here. Exhale. Roll to the outside of the right foot as you bring the left foot towards the mat, looking over your left shoulder, keeping your left shoulder down and relaxed. And breathing deep here. Full inhales. Complete exhales. Wherever you are, you're breathing into your practice. Breath directed to that left hip. Left shoulder relaxed, crown relaxed, feet relaxed. The work is in the hip. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Full inhalation. A complete exhale. On your next inhale, begin to roll to the sole of the right foot, bring the left foot, lift the knee. Straighten the left leg, reach up and grab behind the left leg, maybe create some space, and then release the left leg. Release the right leg long, and then notice how that feels for you here. And then actually we work this nicely, so there is time, so we're going to come back into our seated. So bring your knees into your chest or just roll to your side and maybe rock your way up or roll yourself back up and come to seated. And we're going to do one of my favorite breaths here. We're going to do a nice, long centering session, balancing and bringing light to the body. This is called breath of light. And so find a supported seated, supported seated posture. Lengthen through the spine, root through whatever's touching. Bring yourself into yourself, get prepared. Now, the breath is, we're going to inhale in 7 equal parts through the nose. And we're going to imagine that we're breathing into the back of the spine at the root, at the sacrum, at the navel, at the heart, at the throat, at the brow point, and at the crown. 7. Then we're going to pause. And then we're going to one long, continuous, extended exhale out the nose, down the front of the body. So it's almost like a circular breath. We're breathing up the back and down the front, breathing into those areas of the body. 7-part inhale with a pause, long, complete exhale. Options for the hands, you can simply have your hands on your knees. You can bring your hands to prayer, or you can bring your thumb and forefinger together, your 3 middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger forming a little triangle. And then you're just allowing that to land in your lap. So it's just relaxing it. So your choice, hands on the knees, hands at prayer, or this. And we're just going to be here for a bit. So just feel into just breathing. Find your posture, find your mudra, and begin to inhale through the nostrils, 7-part, to the root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, brow, crown. Pause. Long, continuous exhale, completely emptying. And continuing the pattern through the nostrils, root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, brow, crown. Pause. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Emptying completely on the exhale, long, continuous, extended exhale, and continue up the back of the spine. Pausing at the top. Out and down the front of the body. Visualize the breath going to these areas: root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, brow, crown. Imagine the light. Imagine you're breathing in light. See the light in the pause, and then exhale. Let everything go. Releasing everything. Breathing in the light. Pausing and focusing at the light. So the body is very still.
The awareness is on the breath and where you're breathing into or out. And the focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, tip of the nose if the eyes are narrowed. Imagine that light at the crown of your head. Each time you finish the inhale and you're pausing, imagine that light at the crown of your head, as if you were a candle or a lighthouse, holding the light within you. Exhaling, illuminating everything in your surroundings. Just breathing, sitting and breathing. The essence of our practice, the essence of our being, is just to breathe and be aware of our breath, consciously present with our breath. Feeling into the support of the present moment. Knowing that we have everything we need right here, right now, in this place, in this space. Allowing our presence to bring us, our practice to bring us into that knowing. Just continue the pattern. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. One more round here. Let your next iteration be your last iteration of this pattern. So that when you next find yourself exhaling, you release the pattern. Just be very still. And take a moment to decide where your posture for your guided rest. Maybe you want to remain seated. Maybe you want to come down onto your mat on your back. If you come down onto your mat on your back, let your toes fall open. Take your heels as wide as is comfortable for you. Bring your hands down by your hips, palms up. Lengthen through your crown. Pull down on your side ribs. Feel your lower spine against the mat and just let go. Whether you're seated or on your mat, take a moment here to provide any additional support that you may want in your guided rest. Maybe you have an eye cloth or a shawl or a blanket, a bolster, whatever additional supports, maybe just 1% more support for this rest. And then let go. Just let go. Be done. Be done. Allow yourself to be done. You're done. Let it all go. Release any analysis. Just let yourself be. Feel into being the light at rest. Check in with your body, looking for any tightness or tension. See if you can breathe into that and release it. See if you can soften around it and release it. Bring your awareness, if you choose to, for one last time to the crown of your head. From the crown, see yourself resting in your space, safe, steady, and sure. And as you witness yourself resting in your space, allow, if you will, again to arise a sense of gratitude, any one thing for which you're grateful. Maybe just the possibility of gratitude. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe it's still anchored in your heart. Maybe it's something different. Whatever it is, see it clearly. And as you witness yourself resting in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when finally you do rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.